Michael Drew, very cute attempt of trying to look relevant in my comment section and trying to flex your fragility, who you believe is humbling me, and statistical analysis by giving figures that can't be found in the research. We'll get there in a second. So you thought you were going to outsmart me in the one video that I created that was actually not about the statistical analysis, but more about how men shouldn't require women to prove with statistical accuracy their own experience. But yet you want to double down and say that it isn't your fragility and your proximity to power. It isn't your fragility and proximity to predator. It isn't your fragility and proximity to identity in your hierarchy of patriarchy where you cloak yourself as more awakened and you believe that awokeness is still below you. It isn't any of that. It isn't the fact that you're a blowfish when you saw a woman eye, not waver in the field of what I know, not waver in allowing men to lower the threshold, not waver with octave or even invitation. It isn't any of that you are actually portraying in this comment section. It's actually, as you had said, you want to advocate for women and children or women and sexual assault survivors by telling me the cherry on top was I should go fuck myself. Very interesting word that you use there, Michael. Okay, so anyway, I don't have to do the heavy lifting of you men to reveal exactly who you are. I just usually don't give it much attention. The reason why I did, though, is because you came with statistical analysis, and I love that. So let's look at those figures. So beyond the 62 million revision, which you required in order to believe us, in order to advocate for us, so that way you can be our hero, Michael Drew, Q Enrique, you also decided to fix my figures by saying, it's not 5 to 15 videos, madam that needs to go fuck herself. It's 5 to 15 hits. Look deeper in the CNN investigation. And Michael Drew, you have my full attention in the comment section. Please tell me exactly where you decided to get to those figures using the Bayes theorem. Describe to me the regression. And in fact, let's just start from the basics. Why don't you describe to me what a p-value means without using your ChatGPT girlfriend? Now, why we all know that you're full of shit, even though that I knew you were full of shit from the get, is because those numbers don't exist in that CNN investigation. And the reason for that is because the CNN investigation is this. It's paid for by the predatorial system, and things like that make it look like they're investigating to do something about us, to protect us, by also distracting us from the reality of what is, with no justice ever arriving. You see, when they say you should be afraid of your partners and your husbands and everyone that are drugging and raping you, things like the men that run and own everything and they're presidents of everything, the Epstein files don't seem like that big of a threat if the predator is laying right next to you. It's almost like media manipulation to manipulate the masses in order to control the outcome. I learned that somewhere. Where was that, Michael Drew? Oh, that's right, Harvard Med. Anyway, Michael Drew, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's all men until it's few men. And all men need to be considered not actual predators, but dangerous until proven otherwise. So do me a solid. Humble yourself. Take a seat and stop requiring women that know what they're talking about to convince you that we know what they're talking about. Because as you have exhibited here, even people that claim to be our allies are dangerous. All right, Mikey, enjoy your next romp in your Pornhub search of curly-haired Slavic therapist gets her big bitch mouth blew out with my bukkake anaconda, however you need to process all these big feelings that you have. It's been really great for me.
I can be your hero.